Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 177. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Uh, Small crowd this week. It's just the boys.
It
How we
is
doing?
just the boys.
Dude, I am so tired.
I gotta stop picking up shifts.
I feel that, although I'm not tired anymore because I finally got to the reset part. But yeah, go into that race on or
Oh yeah,
yesterday
I saw your
with
Snapchat story with that.
Were you
yeah.
just in chairs that like soccer chairs? Like people would bring
Yeah, folding chairs.
Yeah.
Um, they did have like benches and stuff if you wanted to be there's only like certain pieces of the track that have those benches and it's
It's
hot
not good
and those are
seats.
like solid aluminum
Met
benches
yeah.
so not
Gross.
not very pleasant. So yeah, we found like a grassy hill on the other side from where we were like where we got in the track at. It was a pretty good view. But I'll talk about that later. The point is that I had to go there on, I think, 2 hours of sleep. I slept from
Ooh.
somewhere around 3 a.m. to 5:30, something like that. I think.
Grant seeing the Hat Man.
He well, I didn't, but I came close to taking melatonin, but the Hat Man's the reason I didn't. Um, so I went to bed and then immediately got back up. It felt like and was fine all day, but by the time I got home, especially with being in the sun all day, it was. I went to bed at like
It was
9 o'clock,
rough.
I think, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Um, Solid 10 hours of sleep. So
Nice.
finally all better again.
Very nice, very nice. I I made the realization that the audio loop that plays in Dino Land is not anywhere online. So I was gonna go and record it Saturday morning after taking Chelsea to work, right? So I was like, well, I'm already gonna be over there. I'll just go ahead and get it while people are not going to Dino Land because obviously they're going to go to Pandora if they're going to Animal Kingdom that early. Every park except for Magic was full on reservations, and I was like, "It's a Saturday, post spring break. What the hell is going on?"
It's a Saturday. You said it already.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
right?
It's a
even
Saturday
Saturday
and
doesn't.
summer is starting. The weather is nice. What
Even
do you
Saturday
mean?
is not normally filled up though. Not for annual pass holders.
Well, also, yeah, it's not spring break, but people aren't stupid and they probably waited until it was specifically not spring break, but people are
To
also
go,
stupid because everybody did that. So it's
everyone
not
does it. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's Disney.
Yeah.
If you aren't going, there's probably like one park you can go to a day that's not going to be as busy, realistically.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to do that. Um, I did, however, we had a meeting at work today about our new project, and originally I was supposed to be getting data. So we're using Unreal, and I was supposed to be getting data from an Unreal data table. Yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm essentially just counting data messages. I'm like, that's already done. If I test it, that's done. This is why we don't. Why do we need this code now? They completely simplified my work. I'm like,
Are you
I'll
complaining
take
that your
this.
And
work's
he's
easy?
No,
complaining.
Yeah, I was gonna say your work is easy as
like
hell and you're bitching about it. Wow.
I'm
I
like,
got forced extended last week.
How was that?
Horrible. I didn't
dude, I
want
sat
to
for.
be there.
I got there when he was supposed to get out. We didn't leave for like an hour. I was like, oh, well, I would have brought something to do if I'd known he was going to be stuck in there for another hour.
Well, if you brought something to do, he would have gotten out on
He
time.
wouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
Good. Bring something to do so I can leave.
um,
Because they've introduced a new railroad cleaning where they want like something super deep cleaned every night, every week. So like everything's different. So on Wednesdays it's you need to get soap and water and Oasis, and you need to scrub down the shelves under our grill station.
That
But that's
sounds.
really hard to do when we're super busy. It's supposed to be done earlier in the day
Mm,
when we're not busy because everybody's out.
yeah.
But you've both worked this. You know people don't do work if they don't have to.
I know I don't. I don't know about anybody else. Okay, what do we got? Microsoft Surface and Xbox hardware revenues take a big hit in Q3. It's
Interesting.
how Q3? Q3 last year?
No, we're
Or
still in Q. We just finished Q3. We're in, wait, yeah,
no.
Everyone needs
Q4.
the same quarter
They've
so that
got
I can
different
follow it.
quarters.
How is it?
But we're in Q4 now.
So Microsoft's fiscal year starts in what, June or July?
That's
It ends in
weird.
June?
That's what it seems like.
It has to be, right? If this is Q4 and we just got out
June
of
30th is when their fiscal year ends.
Okay.
July 1st to June 30th.
That makes more sense. I was confused. Okay. Um well, I can't really speak to the Surface thing. Xbox hardware is never going to do good. I think we've kind of beaten that horse enough.
And it doesn't really have to do good either
Um
because it's got Microsoft backing it.
Also, yeah, your sales are going to be a lot worse after the holidays.
Yeah, just naturally.
Yeah, like I don't know. Um I don't understand the Surface thing though. Like I have one. I love that thing. It actually works really well. I haven't had any problems with it. So, I'm not sure what's up with that.
Because
Uh
you can, well, here's the thing I know. You can get similar devices to the Surface for cheaper.
can you though?
That's what I've seen under the comment section on this one. Is a lot of people are like, there's a lot of similar devices out there right now.
Yeah, you could just get a laptop, but that's not really the point. And if you're going to get something cheaper, then you're going to have to run Android, which like I don't I mean, I love Android, but the reason I
At that
picked the
point, you might as
Surface
well
is
just have a
because
phone.
you want Windows because of all the Windows stuff, right? Like I don't. Yeah, you can
Yeah, you
get
don't have to
devices for
worry about
cheaper,
it.
but what device can you get for cheaper that's not going to be trash?
True.
I don't, just what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, also I yeah, it is kind of it's not cheap. Uh,
And
well,
then we know why the Xbox is failing.
because it sucks.
Be- because it's a failure.
Because it sucks.
It's in the
Oh,
name.
Um,
we really need to add the failure awe from Smash Bros. As one of our soundboard effects.
yeah. Um, CEO of Microsoft Satya Nadella on cross-platform. Finally, we're expanding our games to new platforms, bringing 4 of our fan favorites to Switch and PlayStation for the first time. In fact, earlier this month we had 7 games among the top 25 on the PlayStation Store, more than any other publisher.
This is the
This
biggest
is copium. This is just
technical.
copium.
This is the biggest technically true sentence I've ever heard, and I hate it because it's technically true because they spent 70 billion to
Yeah.
get that, which is what gave them.
This is literally copium. So hard. What are we doing here?
Letting Microsoft win apparently.
Yeah,
No, they're
oh man,
losing.
Xbox isn't selling well. Well, hey, all of our games are doing great on PlayStation. Isn't that we're doing great?
Look, 7 games are in the top 25. This is technically true, but I hate it so much because it's only because they bought.
I love it.
Activision.
I love it, honestly. They're like, our games
It's
sell
such a good
so
meme.
well on other platforms, but oh man, our Xbox is doing so bad.
No, they like promoted it. They're like, we're doing so well to their stockholders, but if you take out their Activision sales, it's like down 4%.
Yeah.
Oh.
We asked, why should I buy an Xbox? And Microsoft was
And we,
like, shit, there's reasons to buy
I
an Xbox. We gotta fix that. And they're just getting rid of them. Like they're going the wrong way. It's like a cartoon. Like
So,
who's on first
yeah.
or something.
Why do I need the newest Xbox?
You don't.
You're right.
It's like such a good meme. Such a good meme, dude.
They are trying their hardest to kill the Xbox brand. And then you have
And then also there's still rumors like that there's new hardware coming out too.
no. You got to remember the Xbox fans do not believe Xbox is dead. They've got Uncle Phil. Come on, guys.
Uncle Phil.
I cannot believe they call him that.
Do they?
I've seen too many
Somebody
comments
does.
with it.
Gross. Uncle Phil. Um Okay, no BlizzCon this year. What? No
Shocker.
Because don't have
Microsoft
phones.
wants to have Blizzard stuff in their own advertisements instead of letting Blizzard have their own convention. Also,
After
the only thing I think they would talk about this year at BlizzCon is Diablo 4 expansion, which I don't know if you need a full convention thing.
After careful consideration over the last year, we at Blizzard have made the decision not to hold BlizzCon in 2024. This decision was not made lightly, as BlizzCon remains a very special event for all of us, and we know many of you looked forward to it. Looked forward to it. Asterisk.
Guys, I can't find the people who asked.
Well, while we're approaching this year differently, as we have explored different event formats in the past, this year we're exploring no event format.
Amazing.
Incredible. Yeah, so that was one paragraph. This is 4 paragraphs, and the remaining paragraphs is just an ad for Blizzard. I'm not reading that.
L.
I saw the next paragraph start with all of our great games like World of Warcraft. I was yeah, no, I'm out. Thanks. Got it. Got all the news I needed. Yeah, that's again, I'm distraught. Suspect has been charged for canceling Nintendo Japan events by threatening to kill everyone for quote shitty games. What was he charged with? Obstructing business by force. That's a new one.
That is a new one.
According to the charge, the man sent a total of 39 threats via the inquiry form. Let's see. What inquiry form? I don't know. Oh, on Nintendo's official website between August 22nd and November 29th of last year. So that's like a little over once a week, right? August to November is 3 months plus a week in there. 4, 8, 12, 13. No, that's like every 3 days. Every 2 or 3 days. Dude just boils over and gets on Nintendo's website and keyboard warriors, except instead of keyboard warriors, he threatens them for killing everybody with shitty. This is a schizo posters meme. I'll make
So
you
true.
regret threats allegedly. I'll make you regret bringing such a shitty game into this world. Though it's not clear what game he was referring to. He didn't
Which
even mention the
one?
game. The man is also accused of threatening to kill everyone involved and saying things like, "Be careful about events that have spectators in attendance."
He
As
played
opposed to
one
just being
two
careful.
switch.
He played One Two Switch.
No, he played 3-4 switch. Everybody 1-2 switch.
That was not a good game. I feel like I
Enough
can
to
say
make
that
you
because I played
kill
it.
people, Cameron?
No, I'm not
I
psychotic.
Exactly.
cannot get over the statement, "I'll make you regret bringing such a shitty game into this world," though it's not clear what game he was referring to.
Greatest quote I've ever heard. I'll make you regret.
The
Which
decision,
game, though?
guys, the decision you made, I will make you regret it. Which one? The decision.
Yeah, the thing. What thing?
I want to be an officer in that room just so I can ask. Which game
Which
are you
one?
talking about? It's important. I need to know.
Which game was worth threatening people's lives over? I mean,
Okay.
you said around the summer, right? Was when that started.
August 22nd through November 29th.
Wait, am I wrong, or was the most recent Nintendo game actually everybody went to Switch at that time? It certainly was one of the closest
Nintendo
of their releases.
2023 releases. Oh, they don't have everybody 1-2 switch on the highlights.
That was July, I think. And
I hate
then
the release schedule doesn't go backwards. It's only forwards.
Right? I want to see what you released in the past.
Events. Oh, here releases. At the time, everybody 1-2 switch was close, but the closest big release was Pikmin 4. The
no, that doesn't
closest
seem right.
actual release was Pokemon Path to the Peak.
What?
Wait, no, that's a anime series. It's a short
Yeah, I was
anime
gonna
series.
say.
Okay, so yeah, the it was Pikmin 4. And
That doesn't seem
also
right.
then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 5 was before that, and then everybody 1-2 switched before that.
Man hates Mario Kart, I guess.
I mean, it's got to be Pikmin 4. I don't know why you would hate on Pikmin 4.
One of those tryhards that thinks it's too easy.
Maybe.
I don't know. Very weird.
What did they announce? There was a direct around that time.
Yeah, wasn't that after?
There was a direct in September, but there was also one in June. I don't know. The day before the first one, Nintendo announced that Charles Martinet was stepping down. That's not a game, though.
Okay, but that's not a game.
Who knows, dude?
It could
Look,
be any game.
trying
It
to
might not
figure
even-
out why someone is mentally insane is going to make you go mentally insane.
Yeah.
See, if you had told me he had sent this to Sony, I just would have assumed it was over Last of Us 2. Because they did get death threats over Last
Steam updated their refund policy in a good way. I've heard this.
More than 2 hours.
No.
No. L.
So
I
playtime.
don't-
So
it's not-
if you get your game early because you're an idiot and paid more money to get like 3-day early access or whatever, now that period will count towards your Steam refund period.
It's good for companies. It's not good for idiot players, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's good because really we shouldn't be nice to people that pay extra money to play a game 72
That's
hours before
fair.
other people. Like,
And then get a full
do
refund.
it do
That's
what you
fair.
want with your money. But I mean, also, if that counts, that means you just have to, like, if you're paying for that access, I would imagine you're gonna start playing when that access is available. So it's not like the
True.
policy's any different. It's just you
How
now
it
have,
applies. Yeah, it
yeah,
does count that time now.
you bought those days, so you're like responsible for those days.
Or you should be at least.
Well, you are now. Don't do that. By the way,
Yeah, don't do that.
just so I'm clear, don't do that. It's stupid. What else we got? City Skylines 2 rushes to delete the quote worst rated DLC on Steam. Proceeds to break the base game.
That's awesome.
That's an incredible headline. I love that. Poor City Skylines 2.
Isn't that the one everyone was saying was better than SimCity? Because SimCity got all screwed up.
I don't know.
Or was it spiritual successor because SimCity just disappeared off the map?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
It's
I
one of those. I feel like
I can't say
I don't
I
know which one.
track my
SimCity.
yeah, I don't track like city sim games news that much. I have SimCity on the SNES. I think that's the only one I own. Maybe I might have Skylines somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? Little Big Planet 3 servers, which have been temporarily down since January 2024, will now be kept offline indefinitely. Cool.
Cool. Great.
I need to find that old Wojak template of like a schizo guy with a shotgun barricading the door from FBI people, and he's like screaming nonsense, but he's protecting something, and just edit it to be physical game discs.
True.
I hate digital content. I hate digital content.
Yeah.
Players booting up the this is back on City Skylines. I forgot to read this. Players booting up the game after the change found their cities full of missing assets. Interesting. We hope we can regain your trust going forward. Well, that sure aged well.
Let us regain your trust. No.
Anyway. Yeah, Little Big Planet 3 is unfortunate. I can't imagine that many people are upset. Is that an online only game?
I would doubt it, but I think it had community made levels.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's all the community levels.
Pokemon Go update significantly alters player avatar appearance and leads to backlash. People, dude, the fact that so many people still play Pokemon Go blows my mind.
The amount of people I've seen mad though is like very high.
Oh, I don't know if it's legit or not. Obviously, I don't even think I guess I do have Go on this phone. What do you know? But
I see
obviously I
why.
haven't played. But supposedly there's a boob slider. That's what I saw on Reddit.
There's a boob slider?
Yeah, to make your avatar the way you want them.
No, I've seen people use all the different sliders. Does not work.
No, it just doesn't work.
There's like a slight difference between the two ends of the scale.
Yeah, so I
Nice.
looked up the headline found the article, and there's a picture provided on the article, and I can see why people are upset. And it's because the before avatar had what I would describe as womanly childbearing hips, and the other one does not. So the new one isn't as fuckable in your head, I guess.
Hey,
And
to be fair, I've seen a lot
of
of
course,
girls
that's
mad on this.
Because their avatars used to be cute and now they're not.
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't. I wasn't saying it's the guy's only perspective. Either way, you look less fuckable. That's just like more extreme wording.
It's just
But
true.
uh, yeah. And Pokemon people are definitely gonna get upset about that.
Especially the ones still playing.
I
When this update came through, I was watching on Twitter, and so many accounts with girls were very mad because they were like, "I looked cute, and now I
I
look
look like
ugly."
I look like I actually do in real life. No.
I don't get why they changed the models completely. Why not just leave the old models and add more?
Let's look at this. All we wanted was more hair and style options. Instead, we got these weird ass character models that have scalable proportions, but none of the proportions look good at all. Everyone has a saggy ass, and adjusting chest size is really just breast size. So you can't make a
This
very masculine looking character at all.
That's what I've seen from guys as well. Here's the thing: they rolled it out in select countries before they rolled it out worldwide, and they got a ton of backlash in the countries, and then they went,
But we've
"We're
already developed it.
but we've already
We've already spent the money developing it. We're going to
we
put
will
it out.
roll it
We
out
don't care."
anyways."
Just like YouTube pushing out their terrible new format. I don't think I have that one yet, but I've seen a lot of people mad about it.
Also, they broke the skirts in the game.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna post this. It's kind of cursed, so it's
This is
going.
all just real sus. You know what I'm saying? It's just real sus. They broke the skirts too.
Uh,
My sus
look
meter's
at
off the charts right now.
Uncharted.
Oh,
Yeah. Alex, put that thing away, dude. There's children here.
terrifying.
I like that they maintained the color of the gooch though. Glad we kept
I
that.
hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that so
I'm
much.
telling you, man, my sus meter is screaming at me.
Terrifying.
It's like they've never seen a woman before. I mean,
If they're still developing
yeah.
Pokemon Go, they might not have.
Yeah. You're a Pokemon Go developer. Checks out. Everyone got whiter.
Good freaking night.
Incredible.
Good job, Niantic.
Um, and Nintendo had a Indie World showcase. Uh, I looked through this list last week, and looking through this list again has reminded me that I forgot everything that was in that list last week because there's not
Nothing.
really all that much.
There are
This,
certainly games.
yeah, I mean, it just feels like 2016 Nintendo right now. Not that bad, obviously, but
Only slightly better.
yeah.
I hesitate to say actually better. It's just we actually have some first party games coming out.
I watched this whole thing, and I don't remember a single one of these games. I
No,
feel like there was
guys,
something that
my
interests me.
favorite indie characters, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Indie characters. Yeah. Yars Rising. Yars is still a thing.
Yar. What's yours?
You don't know about Yars Revenge? It's like a cult
Uh,
classic Atari 2600 game. It was one of like the 3 Atari 2600 games that was all the rage back in the day. If you look at gameplay of it, it means nothing. The gameplay is like watching rocks sit. It makes no sense, but apparently it was good in the day. So Yars, yeah, Yars. Yeah, it's a reboots Atari's best-selling 2600 game for 2024.
Good.
I don't know how.
Reboots or completely makes different.
Yeah, the latter. You don't reboot an Atari 2600 game. It literally means the game means makes no sense.
What do you mean? I plan to reboot ET.
You play if you play. Nobody realizes like if you play ET and then you play Yars Revenge, you're gonna hate both of them. The Atari 2600 sucks. Like ET's not bad. They're all bad. It all mean
It is
nothing.
bad.
Wait, hold on, I gotta. Okay, so in the trailer, it actually does, or at least the one on Steam, it actually has the original Yars on it.
Yeah, through a
Um,
minigame, players will be able to relive Yars Revenge in all of its 1982 glory.
why do I want to relive 1982 video games that caused the market to crash?
Hey, I mean, 1929 was a bad year for the economy, but 1928 was still pretty good. Aren't really any issues yet.
What am I
Uh,
looking at? I looked up an image. Why is there just static in the middle of the screen?
because it's an Atari
I
2600.
told you, dude. It makes no sense. Watch Rock sit.
This,
It's the same thing.
It, dude,
this looks nothing
it's
like the
made.
reboot.
No, of
Yeah,
course
what were
not.
they gonna do?
It's
The
made
reboot looks like a
by Way
Metroidvania.
Forward. Dude, it's made by
Yeah,
Way
so
Forward. Like that's insane. This feels like
hey,
oh,
no, the
it's
new one's made by Way Forward.
yeah, no, the old one was made
Yeah, Way
by
Forward didn't
Atari or
exist in
no,
1982.
yeah, but like no, the new one is made by Way Forward. I'm like the only reason they would have even tied this to the original is because Atari told them to.
Oh wait,
Also,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking on Steam. The original game is in the game.
Yeah,
He got anime girl, the new main character in the image though.
shoot the shoot the barrier, nibble for energy, then activate the cannon. For some reason, cannon is capitalized.
See, there's the weird rainbow static, but she's the new
I
character that's in the
I think
all
if
over
you
their
look at
promotional
her,
art.
where there was a
But
point in the
I'm lost.
trailer.
Okay, look, the first image looks like a Metroidvania, which great. I'm hyped, and so does 3 and 4. Almost every image. So what's the weird static mini game though?
the weird static. That's Yars Revenge.
I don't want to play that. I want to play the other game.
Well, too bad.
If you look, this is the little character is almost on her wrist. It looks like
Yeah, I guess that's Yar.
you are. That's I. We've
I mean,
spent more
I bet it
time
might
talking about this game than we will spend playing it.
it it
I might
might
play it.
you might be able to make an excuse for it if you read the backstory of Yar's Revenge, because in 1982, 90% of the game was actually in the book that came with it. You had to read the
True.
story for it, and then whatever garbage was on screen, you just kind of had to pretend was the thing.
The game.
Yeah.
What it was talking about.
So, you know.
2D platforming, Tree, retro mini games, which is the original thing.
Let's see. Okay, let's get on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about the games been playing, the games been buying, all that good stuff. Spin the wheel.
With only 3 people.
I should have this bookmarked by now, you'd think.
Nah,
Nah.
it's more accurate to us. It's like Faye. It's the new Faye.
Yeah,
Do
spiritual
it on the
successor.
show. You
This
gotta
is
do it
not a
on
show
the
where
show.
professionalism exists.
No.
What do you mean? This is the most professional show on the internet.
Okay.
All right, Alex, you're up.
Okay. I bought the. Oh, I don't even know how to say this name. So we'll go with what I know it is. The Gmod Archives. You know, we'll be talking about what they're releasing soon, but they released a while back the Persona 1 phone game. I bought that on Steam because people have made a fan translation pack for it.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So I'll play that soon, probably. It was more. I bought it because it was on sale, and I know eventually stuff like that gets removed, and I would rather have it.
Yeah, not bad.
It's like
Very
the
nice.
weird kind of stuff you'd see removed. I played a bit of Final Fantasy. Cooper is crazy good at the piano game. He's not here, but he is because I forgot we were home.
Yeah, we did go home between
Yeah.
recordings.
So I had Cooper try it. He nailed the 6 songs no problem that I had unlocked.
Wow.
He literally completed that entire mini game within an hour of Alex showing him it.
Yeah, he had no problems.
I mean, is it
Um,
a rhythm game?
it is a rhythm game.
Well, yeah, no duh.
So
That's like his bread and butter.
let me see if I can pull up a photo of that. And then I cleaned up some other achievement things in Rebirth. But I'm gonna see if I can pull up the piano game to show you its controls because it's actually got really interesting control scheme for a rhythm game.
Especially for a mini game.
Alright, I posted it in nonsense.
Oh, so you use the sticks.
Yeah,
Huh. Cool.
and he picked that up fast. Um, yeah, I played some stuff. I cleaned up most of Queen's Blood and some of the other games. I still haven't beaten Sephiroth in 3D Brawler. Makes me mad.
Cooper was getting close on that though.
Cooper was getting close, and
Cooper wasn't even having a pause buffer. He was like, "No, that's distracting me." So he just stopped and learned the rhythm.
Hmm.
and then I've played a lot of Persona 3 Reload. Nobody is shocked.
Hmm.
Absolutely not.
I'm heading towards the October full moon, so I'm about 3/5 to the game, 3/4 to the game, somewhere in there. Like somewhere between 60 and 70%, I would say. Because the game starts really speeding up after that point.
Nice.
And I think, besides a lot of work, is that all? That might be all. Um,
Yeah, well, if a lot of
yeah.
work was what you did, then it's kind of hard to do too much game stuff, right? It's always how it is.
Yeah. Did I talk about that? I think I did. I bought Rebirth, like the collector's edition one. Yeah, I did. I talked about this. While we were home, it arrived home. So I put it up on the shelf with the other one.
Nice. All right. Spin the wheel.
Da, 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 da,
Oh man,
bum,
me by
bum,
a
bum,
hair. It
bum.
was so close.
Nice.
Um.
Yep.
Okay,
I need
so
a spinning wheel sound.
there's sounds in here, but I don't want to. I can't pipe it through to you guys, so it's kind of weird to use them.
Fair.
I guess we could just download one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have kind of been all over the place. I've been playing a lot of Wii stuff. Why? I
Fair.
don't know.
Because you can.
No, I get it. I get in kicks of old consoles. They're just not here for me to
Yeah.
do them.
True.
Yeah, so I played a lot of Wii Sports and Wii Play and Mario Galaxy and Excite Truck and what else have I played? Um, Actually, I did my Tecmo Bowl run on the Wii. I'll explain why when we get to the download station, but I did my official score that I submitted was from the Wii version. Um, I also went through my Wii collection and got rid of a bunch of crap that I had in there that I don't care about and don't want and I'm never going to play. Embracing the purge. It's all just stupid junk. So,
What? Nothing actually worthwhile.
yeah, like King's Story, Zack and Wiki Quest for blah blah blah, the Sky Crawlers, North American Hunting Mania, uh, just that kind of crap.
Where I was just like, you obtained it, however.
Yeah, I think I was doing there's this app called Whatnot that I've used a couple times. It's like a live auction thing. Like people live
Right.
stream and they auction stuff off and you can bid on it by like $1 at a time. Um, and I was doing that because there I wanted a bunch of Wii games at the time and also like if you got a certain amount of things, you got free stuff, and it wasn't just some BS free stuff. That's how I got my Zelda Wiimote, like the gold one. I got that, and I got my copy of Metroid Prime 3 that way as well. I got some pretty good free stuff out of it. And I played all those games. Turns out they're mostly shit. So I've had them for a long time because I didn't really care, but I'm trying to embrace the purge and like be honest with myself if I'm ever gonna actually like play that game. And for those in that case, I've tried them and I'm just no dice. So, I'd rather literally sell that entire stack of games for like $10 and get them out and just have room for games that I care about because I'm pretty space limited and also my Wii's modded and if I really do want to play Ghost
Any of that
Squad
garbage?
again, I can download it. I don't care. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. I played a little bit on my Switch when we were talking about how like this is like 2016 Nintendo again, but not as bad. I think that's kind of why I haven't been on my Switch lately is because I know this console is just kind of dying. Not like really, but like the Switch 2 is coming out, so it's quote unquote dying. And I just kind of typically lose interest in a console during that time. I remember doing that with the Wii U heavily, and that was, extreme. But this not so much. But I have played some recently. I played Binding of Isaac and like 2 levels in Mario Wonder. I need to beat that game.
We also need to go in and beat that.
Oh, what game did I beat? I beat a game. Hell. What did I beat? No! You can't do this to me, brain.
This is why I write down what I beat.
Poor Grant.
Life is hell, dude. What did
Understandable.
I beat?
You're not posted over big
no,
guy.
we're here. We got it. Spider-Man 2. I beat Spider-Man 2. I went back.
Let's go.
I beat that finally. So continuing my
Just
tradition
in
of
time
playing a game
to-
90% of the way and then stopping for 6 to 8 months.
Just in time to join me, Cameron, in the wait for them to release the DLC.
Oh
Or
yeah.
I guess officially announce the DLC that leaked and Insomniac stuff.
Um. So yeah, beat that. And then I'm starting to give the Yakuza series an official shot. I've been holding that in for a while. I got Yakuza 0 because actually I saw Pro Jared's video on it and I was like, you know what? It's time I try that series. So, uh, I'm loving it already.
So what you get it on?
PS5.
Okay.
Because it was $5 and it was $6 on PC. That was literally what made the decision for me was the dollar. Because I didn't
You're
care
like,
otherwise.
No, that's
I'm,
fair.
I'm gonna spend the money. I'm gonna spend less money.
Yeah. So
Decision made.
yeah, as soon as I got to the first thing with Kiru and Nishiki in the bar where you do the first karaoke thing and it cuts to like a movie stupid music video sequence halfway through, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. So playing through that, played the game of the week. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And I got some things. I got
Oh, I know what we
I
played.
got Pikmin 1 and 2 for the Wii.
Hey,
Because
Yo,
I've never actually tried the new
Nintendo
play
stuff.
control things, so and decent hole in the library.
that's Pikmin 1 new play control is my preferred way for Pikmin 1.
Yeah, see, I've heard that from a lot of people, but I was like, I've never tried it myself, so let me try to convince
My
myself to
main
do that.
issue is the Wollywogs have a crushing glitch. They're not the only ones, they're just the ones that it happens most frequently with since they jump up.
Hmm,
Um so that's annoying, but it is better AI on the Pikmin than the GameCube version.
good to know.
I still need to
I,
go back and finish Pikmin on
I
the Splat.
forgot we played Splatoon.
Oh yeah.
We did do the Splat Fest.
Um, and then I told you guys about how both my PS2s were broken. I got the
Yes.
replacement drive in, and it has been replaced. This is the dead one. Rest in peace, PS2 Slim optical drive. Uh, I don't know why. It's just got to be the laser, I guess, because everything operated perfectly fine otherwise on it. Um, but yeah, I replaced it. It works great now. Everything boots up first time.
Okay, so it was 100% the optical drive,
Yeah,
then it must have been the laser.
yeah. So I did discover that my copy of Grand Theft Auto 3 is actually unreadable. I
Rip.
thought I had that in my head, and I just never confirmed it for the longest time, so I did. But luckily, that game is $6 value. So, um, when we go to Nashville next month for Jules' birthday concert,
Oh, you could always just play. Uh,
you're there. You glitched out for a second. That's why I made the face,
Yeah.
but you're there.
you're both glitching out for me. Grant was like flying through hoses.
I think your laptop's dying, dude.
No!
Nah, you'll be all
I'll
right.
close
It's
Google
just,
Chrome tab. This will help.
yeah. How many tabs
Maybe
do you
if I
have
don't
open?
have 50 million tabs.
Yeah,
20.
no, yeah, no, duh,
You
bro.
can have like 2.
Um, so
Alright, I've closed all but 2.
it seemed to be getting better.
Mm.
So yeah, when we go to Nashville for Jules' concert next month, she suggested that I find a game store or two to go check out. So I'm going to keep an eye out for one of those. Um, but yeah, so got that done, and been playing some PS2 stuff: Splashdown, Destroy All Humans 2, Devil May Cry, MX Superfly.
No, that one's on PlayStation. They ported it.
Huh?
Destroy all humans.
Yeah, they haven't ported Destroy All Humans 2 yet, which is the one I was playing, but they
No, they
have.
do. I've got both on
Oh yeah, they have by
PlayStation
now.
5.
Yeah, right. I never got them because I was afraid they weren't gonna be as good. I think.
PS, fuck. That's how I got them.
I must have. Oh, that's not the free games though, is it? It's the ones like the higher tier.
Maybe.
Okay.
I
Um.
just download what I see.
Anyway, I
So
I
I
mean
only know that at the top tiers, the
they
like PS1 games.
also, after playing a little bit more of this, I'm realizing that there's no way that they fully ported it without changing some of the dialogue because this stuff is wild, dude. They're like, man, there's this dude named Coyote Bongwater that's trying to get all these chicks to piss on his chest. And I'm like, what the hell is happening in this game? It's like 45 minutes into the game. It's not all like that, but it's all just like super over the top and yeah, a game I shouldn't have owned when I was 12. Although the Coyote Bongwater thing way over my head at the time. I didn't realize his name was Bongwater. Anyway, that's not important. So yeah, done those. I've looked at Sony PVMs online very longingly because I don't know if I'll ever have the money to warrant doing that. Although there is a guy in Auburn right now with one for a pretty good price, and I would drive down and do it, but I don't have $500 to drop, or the space to put one. Um,
What is the PMM?
uh, professional video monitor. It's like a CRT, but they used it for like security cameras and for like TV stations and stuff. It can take any kind of video, and it's super high quality because it was used for a lot of production content. And back in the day, so like for any console that was
Gotcha.
designed to play on a CRT, that is like the singular best way to do it objectively on original hardware without having to do any upscalers or conversion to digital or anything like that. That's the way to go. Um,
So
and
$500 is actually a good
Not
price. Though.
terrible.
yeah, it's not bad
Or
for a
It's
decent
not
model that works really well. But there's some that are going for thousands of dollars. And the trick that now is like most of that stuff has already been well scrapped, so the whole look at a junkyard shtick isn't a thing anymore. And they're still CRTs, so they're still super heavy and also fragile. Shipping them is not an option, and if you do get one shipped, you're going to be paying a large shipping fee for
on
that.
top of paying for it.
Yeah. So it's basically never happening for me unless I luck out with it. But
There's
I
one in
don't
your
play on my
dumpster
CRT
right
all that
now.
much. So like if I played all my stuff on the CRT, I would warrant it because that means I wouldn't have gone the FrameMeister route. But I've already done that, so there's not a whole lot of point. Okay,
fair enough.
I think that's it. That was a mouthful.
I am going to feel very short comparatively.
I've been quiet the past little bit. I haven't had a.
True, true. All right.
Yeah,
So we
go
went
ahead.
by Best Buy, and they had this pre-order bonus from Pikmin 4. Because Cooper needed some canned air, compressed air for his computer, so we cleaned that up a bit. It's missing a Pikmin. It doesn't have the glow Pikmin on it. Very sad.
Uh,
But they gave us this for free because it was a. You can see from the shipping label that it was definitely a pre-order bonus. So we'll take it.
neat.
Free. I I vibe with free.
We
This
all
was
vibe
not
with free.
free. This was not free.
Lego
I
Animal Crossing.
Lego Animal Crossing. I saw it at Target, so I bought it because I hadn't seen this set even online. So I was like, screw it. I'll buy it. $5. It's not bad. Um, I've not played a lot of games. I played Splatoon. I played the Splatfest. We lost. Amazing. We lost to the Bears, which was big man, which pain. And then since we were home, I got a computer. I don't have anywhere to set it up right now, but I do have a computer. It might not have a power cord now that I think about it. I'll have to look. But
Well,
I
got bad news for you, buddy.
it ain't going to work without a power cord.
Yeah, you might need that.
But since we were
No, he
already
doesn't
home,
need it.
you're so right. I'll get a little hamster to run in it and power it up. But since we were
Go
home and we didn't have
hamster,
Chelsea,
go.
I was like, well, this is going to be the only guaranteed chance that we have at getting this. So I might as well get it now. You know?
Yeah, I can't
So
blame
I
you for
did.
that.
We ride it because I mean, if I need a power cord, I need a power cord, fine. But like, I don't have anywhere for it right now, anyways. It's just kind of up against a wall in the dining room until I have a proper spot for it. But getting it down here was the important part, you know. But at the same time, since I was already bringing stuff home, I brought extra copies of City Folk, We Play, and Mario Kart Double Dash.
That's quite the assortment.
Yeah,
Why those?
because they were extra, and I want to play them.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
didn't want to
I,
bring
I
like
didn't have,
the only
I
one
didn't want to
copy
have
of
to bring
stuff.
like the only game like that I have right now is Pikmin 2, and I am very, very cautious with that one because I don't want to have to replace my Wii copy of Pikmin 2. I need to finish it so I can take it home.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Wii games are still dog cheap. Both of those Pikmin games
Nice.
were under $30. Pikmin 1 was like
okay.
22.
Excellent.
Pikmin 2 was
Nice.
like 28 or something. And that's like
Nice.
full, complete,
They
good
aren't
condition,
like
manual
3DS
insert,
games
everything.
And then since Chelsea's parents moved down, they gave us this because apparently it was in Chelsea's stuff. And for those listening in, it is Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, Super Monkey Ball for Banana Blitz for the Wii. Which this one already has a Switch port, doesn't it?
Yes. It has a not just a Switch port, but an everything port. Super Banana Blitz HD.
Okay. So, yeah. But, I mean, I have the original now. It works.
Cool. Now you can play it with force motion controls. That's great.
Yeah, let's go. So yeah, I played Splatoon and I played the game of the week. I spent a lot of time in Chelsea's car and a lot of time driving. So you would think that I would have found time between being home and having, extra time because it's been 2 weeks. I did not because I can't get Chelsea's car fixed. So
Wow.
pain. I'm quite annoyed. But yeah,
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've been there more than once. So,
honestly, it's amazing I found time for Splatoon.
When I had the Sable, I had that happen to me once with a drain bolt, and I took it to a Walmart, and I could hear them trying to get it off. And next time after I took it there, I went home and I crawled back under the car just because I was curious. It was a different bolt. They broke the bolt out of the thing. They were like, "Fuck this! Just put a new bolt in there. This is horrible."
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what to do about Chelsea's car other than take it to a shop.
Take it somewhere with a pneumatic torque wrench or the impact wrench.
And then hope they don't use the impact wrench to put it back on.
Yeah. Specifically put a sticky note on the oil pan that says, please
do not
tighten to manufacturer specifications.
Please do not over tighten this. I would like to be able to get it off.
Yeah.
But then they can't charge you to get it off again.
If I cannot get it off the next time I have to change her oil, I'm going to go berserk.
You're going to sell the car to get a new car.
No, my car. My car is 10 years older. If a car needs to be replaced, it's probably mine. Hers is just annoying because I can't change the oil on it. Realistically speaking, if my car needs another major repair, I'm going to have to sell it.
Well, hey, get a new car.
True.
Get a hybrid. Start rocking 70 miles to the gallon. Gas isn't much of a problem anymore.
That would help. My car, dude, within 4 days, driving Alex and Chelsea to work, I burned a full tank of gas.
Wow. Yeah.
It is not that far to Disney.
Nope. But you
So,
do drive a 25-year-old
gas
SUV.
guzzler. Yeah. It's not great. So I'm like, well, I need a new car at some point. But that's a later problem. We're gonna let it last until we need to.
Until it starts throwing
And
up
then
blood. And then,
yeah, essentially, I will drive it into the ground
yeah.
and then replace it because cars are still expensive, and I cannot imagine how the insurance is going to be on that, especially down here in Florida.
Okay, on to the download station game of the week. Got Tecmo Bowl on deck.
Yay!
So for those uninitiated, Tecmo Bowl is a football game on the NES, cult classic NES game. Pretty good. Before we get into the scoring, how do we like the game?
Once I figured out, okay, so Cooper, who is not here, actually told me how to catch interceptions for it. Because I just did not understand how to do it. And once I did that, I was actually able to like properly play.
You bastards! You can catch interceptions?
Yeah.
Wow,
I didn't
that.
know.
Cooper told me that while I was struggling, and I was like, interesting. But he learned that because he was using rewind, and thus was disqualified.
Yeah.
Dirty cheater.
Oh wait, here's the Cooper sound. Get boned, Cooper.
He
What's the Kyle sound for not being here?
Yeah, it's the Cooper and the Kyle sound.
Cooper, I feel like, actually gets some points since he actually submitted something, even if it was.
That's the Cooper sound. Kyle doesn't get a sound because he's not here.
Because he didn't try.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
There it is. That'll work.
I was trying to figure out how to turn back up your soundboard because it's so quiet for that one. And I accidentally clicked off.
That works. Yeah, Cooper, I think he said he had 54-0. And I was like,
it's a scam.
There's no way.
That's a scam.
He was like, then he admitted that he rewinded, and I'm like, that would do it.
Yeah.
No, he came up to me and he's like, rewinds are allowed, right? And I'm like, no.
We literally said no rewind the night we decided.
It's like, Grant's playing on original hardware. There are no rewinds.
Grant just said he didn't do original hardware, though.
I tried.
He had a picture of it.
Okay, yeah, we're here now. I can explain. So I tried, and I was so mad. I had such a good score, and then in the fourth quarter, the fucking CEC chip in the cartridge disconnected for a split second, and the Nintendo went into the reboot cycle, and I lost everything, and I rage quitted, and I was like, never again. Fuck this fucking piece of shit NES. I was so mad. But I didn't want to. Then I was messing with the Wii later, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I homebrewed Tecmo Bowl onto this thing," so I played it on there. So
Nice.
Original hardware without rewinds, but it was not the NES. I was so mad. I felt like I was gonna win with that score.
What did you have originally?
It was like either 35 or 34-0, and I had the ball. I was about to score again. I was so mad, dude. I could have gotten.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I could have had a 50-point game. Realistically, it would have been 40 something. But yeah, I was like, and there it goes. I
So, um, what are we basing it on? Is it the subtraction like we considered, or the total score?
yeah. So I'll I looked at him right before the show started, so I could go ahead and know who was winning. And I'm mad all over again about the NES one because I know I've third place. Yay! But hey, between Cooper being disqualified and Kyle not being here, I get a good sound. That's so silver lining. My score 35-13, so 22 points. Looks like our second place winner is Alex, 42-14. So total of 28 points. And then can you take a guess who the last person is? As Cameron with a score of 33 points, winning 49-16. Did you guys both choose LA for a reason?
Yeah, because that's the one that had
the cheating one.
It had Bo Jackson.
Not that I felt like it really helped. They still tackled me a shit ton more than I.
So wait, how did you guys get Oakland?
Random.
Or
I didn't get
Raiders,
Oakland.
or the
I got
Raiders.
Miami. Los Angeles is a team you could pick on the.
That's not the Bo Jackson team. I was waiting to explain that
I
to
looked
this.
up which one which one had Bo Jackson. Said L.A. Raiders.
Oh. See, when I tried to look it up, all I found was Tecmo Super Bowl stuff, not Tecmo Bowl stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I got it wrong. God damn it. I double duped myself, dude.
My bad. I should have posted it in the chat. I figured you had it because you knew.
You were the one that suggested it, so
yeah, I know. Yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it.
I don't feel like it really helped all that much. I'm sure it, I feel like it doesn't matter if you actually know how to play, but
I mean, the hack that worked best for me was play Washington because of the play call type you get. Run the pass play. If receiver, I mean, and you just make a simple like quarterback read, but instead of it being super complicated in real life, it's if receiver A has person on them, go to receiver B, who is going to guaranteed not have a person on them because that's how Tecmo Bowl works. So just keep passing the ball.
True.
So while we're still here, we talked about it in the chat. Should we do NES Soccer and see which game we think is better?
We could. That could be a
Sure.
I have no idea how the scoring. I mean, I assume the scoring works like soccer.
I assume the scoring's the same. It may be a little difficult for me, but it will be probably fine. Just because I'm working so much, I've got to do it a bit early.
That's fair. Unlike Tecmo Bowl, I have never played NES Soccer, so this will be brand new to me. But
yeah, we can do that.
Cool. Well, in terms of a review, I already talked about Tecmo Bowl when we were last here, but it's a good game. I like it. Good for the NES. Works well.
It's not bad. Cooper said it plays better than FIFA, and I was like, that's not the same series.
Yeah. Nice. I did think about like if you were playing this back in the day and you were also really into football, that it would be super fun to play it and then talk with your buddies like, "Oh man, I had really good luck playing this team." And they're like, "Oh no, man, this is the team to play." And like figuring out which teams are good and which teams are bad and like working with your friends to do that. That would have been pretty fun.
Mhm.
All right, cool. On to the tidbits. Persona 3 Aegis is the first mission announced for Gmod Plus Archives for Switch and Steam, which is the old phone games thing that Alex had talked about.
Yeah.
Very
I'll pick
nice.
that up eventually. There's actually quite a few of those old Persona phone games. They're like old Japanese phone games. So I expect the rest will probably get ported by this, even though it's weird. I think they have to hit up Atlas for permission, but it's not like much permission. I don't think. It's just I'm trying to bring over the old phone games from like when we were kids.
Old phone games.
Yeah, old phone games, not like
Thomas Morgan from Digital Foundry, Fallout 4 fans on next gen. I can confirm that only the 60 FPS performance mode works right now. The update has a bug. Disabling the performance mode seemingly does nothing. It stays at 60 FPS and the resolution stays the same. Cool. So, yeah, it's either do you want performance mode or performance mode?
yeah,
I hope
exactly.
you like performance mode. Also, the Fallout 4 next gen update breaks modded saves, so be careful.
Amazing.
Gary Newman confirms that the Gary's Mod DC May takedowns from Nintendo are legitimate. And yeah, I saw those tweets. So he was like, yeah, they're real. Sorry. And then had
Rip.
emojis of a hand, mushroom, trash can.
Rip, rip, rip.
They've got to go through 20 years of things. My
Of,
favorite
oh,
though,
yeah, I get you now.
I've seen so many people be like, "This is only going to hurt Nintendo." I would, I played Nintendo games because I saw Mario with a large word. I,
Oh yeah, I love Mario with a large word. That's
um,
my favorite Mario.
Mario
on
with
YouTube,
Mario looking phallic.
yeah, on YouTube videos, and I'm like, yeah, you're the exact example of why
Why?
Nintendo would.
Nintendo likes control. They're not going to just let people do that. Not great.
Um, the discontinuation of the Ace Attorney Turnabout collection. Excuse me.
So this is the collection that has the Great Ace Attorney and the original trilogy. So they're gonna stop selling it.
Oh, the bundle will no longer be available for purchase on Steam from May 31st.
Probably the other platforms as well. Either they're gonna be like original trilogy and Apologistus trilogy, or they'll put all three collections
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Understandable. Possibly fine. Spam
Um,
risk. I love spam risk.
spam risk. Hello, spam risk. Oh,
Is this spam risk? Man!
what's up, bro? Haven't heard you from you in a while. Um, Samus didn't appear in Fortnite because Nintendo wanted her to be a Switch exclusive.
So
Now
this was an old rumor,
that's
but
believable.
the
That's
Epic guy
super
came
believable.
out. The Epic head came out and said this recently, like the old Epic head.
Incredibly believable statement. I mean, checks out because they want Samus to be a Nintendo IP and not like Samus from Fortnite,
Yeah,
like everything
exactly.
else.
They're insane, dude.
70% of devs are unsure of live service game sustainability.
No, duh.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
kind of
shocked.
put that one just for that sentence.
like, am I supposed to be surprised here or? Ready or Not developer Void Interactive hit with data breach resulting in 4 terabytes of data relating to the game being stolen. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are they
correct.
being ransomed? Or
No, I don't
is it
think
just
so.
leaked?
I think he got leaked.
Let's see. Screenshots showing proof of stolen data.
Well, maybe they are getting ransomed then.
Just as a comparison, Insomniac's data breach was 1.6 terabytes.
Yeah. And
Absolutely insane.
we saw what came out of that.
Yeah. Over 2.1 million files.
And this is double.
Let's see. As far as the legitimacy of the hack, Insider Gaming has been shown the contents of the files taken under the condition that they aren't republished. This data includes all of the Ready or Not source code. It also includes code for what appears to be console builds of the game, as well as various performance tests. There was build data for Xbox One, Xbox Series, XS, PS5, PS4. Neat. 671 Remedy Games announced today in its Q1 investor call presentation that the Max Payne remakes, both 1 and 2, will officially enter full production by Q2, i.e. the end of summer. The studio also announced a development budget increase due to higher costs, which is being financed by Rockstar Games. Max Payne remakes. Are people actually wanting that?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it does. I guess it doesn't matter.
Somebody
At this
asked
point.
for it,
Yeah.
I guess.
The Escape from Tarkov studio boss says, quote, he did not foresee players would get mad about charging extra for PvE. Did not foresee players getting mad about charging extra. It doesn't matter what the extra is.
Right?
Well, someone's going to rage about it.
But also, why would you charge extra for that?
Well, because he thought he could, I guess.
I guess.
Capcom will be discontinuing digital sales of Dark Void, Dark Void Zero, and Flock! On Steam Store May 8th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
Who is it hurting to have these games out?
Well, Dark Void Zero was DSiWare. I watched the Scott the Waz video on this recently. The Wadio. I just happened to watch that one recently because he joked about Dark Void and how it's just mid, so who cares? But Dark Void Zero on DSiWare is actually pretty cool. But hey, I mean, oh no, they discontinue it. Download it.
Great.
I could I might literally throw it on my 3DS tonight. Walmart is testing a Roblox feature that lets players buy physical goods in game. I hate it here.
Woo.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here.
So they're going to like connect to Walmart.com and order stuff to their house? I hope that's what that means. It's still stupid and I hate it.
They want to
But-
charge little kids, is what it is.
That's what it actually is. Because kids will go, look at what I bought in the game. And the parents go, why the hell is this box here?
75 pounds of Pop-Tarts.
I
or
was gonna
whatever.
little fish. Yeah, same idea.
That works.
Like, where's all my money?
Yeah, that's horrible. I hate that. Mario Kart Ride-On Racers recalled due to the accelerator pedal being stuck if the accelerator pedal is clogged with debris. The firm has received 65 reports of incidents of debris-clogged pedal sticking, of which 15 of these vehicles crashed into permanent structures and one minor injury. A chafed hand. What? Oh no! A chafed hand?
For
These
crashing into
vehicles-
stuff.
Look, they have 200cc mode built in. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Dangerous.
I mean, I did look on the
Like-
box and it was like maximum speed 8 miles an
8
hour.
miles an hour. I'm like, yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, how are you getting hurt in this? Like, yeah, it's fast if you're heading towards something, but also maybe hear me out. Don't.
Well, I mean, this is for like what?
Children.
Like how young children though?
Yeah, but I mean, we had power vehicles when we were kids, and we never crashed into a building and scraped our hand.
Oh, I crashed into stuff all the time, but like purposefully
Yeah, not.
because I was an idiot kid.
Yeah, but like not to the point where I'm like, I want to know how you scrape your hand in that, because your hands are back here with the wheel, right?
No,
So how? I mean, no.
obviously not if they scrape their hand, Cameron.
Weak.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not
would
that
have
bad of a sound effect.
maybe a concussion, like an old school car, just bang on the steering wheel.
Something, not. I scraped my hand a little bit.
Apparently you have to contact Jack Specific to receive a free repair kit, so
But-
you can fix the pedal yourself.
What's the
Cool.
repair kit? Like the.
Also, this thing is $400. That's wild.
I will give you 5.
Well, yeah, you would because you can't fit in it. None of us could. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something stupid. Let's see. Embracer Group is splitting into 3 companies: Asmodee Group, Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. And Friend. Cool. I guess. Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. The Switch port is going to run at 30 FPS while the GameCube ran at 60. I find it really sad that the Switch, it can hit 60, but it can't stably maintain 60 for Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, which came out in 2004, 2002, somewhere in there. Let's see. There's a GameCube badge you can get, so you can restore the original music if you prefer.
Which is cool. I hope it looks like the GameCube logo.
There's a new NPC called Ian Fumus to give hints when taking help requests. And there's other secrets that Nintendo did not reveal, because obviously they never do. Cool. Yeah, I'm probably skipping this until it's
cheaper.
Yeah.
I got
Bro, the game, like I have it sitting right over there, and I paid good money for that damn thing.
I just got my money for winning that bingo event, so I'm gonna get it with that.
Nice.
But that means I technically have to pay the tax on it. Whoopee. That's nothing compared to the $60 that I'm not having to spend on it. So $5 Paper Mario, let's go.
Nice.
Uh, I I don't really understand how they couldn't get it to 60. Yes, it's significantly higher quality looking, I guess, but like I don't understand.
Significant.
Significant.
480p.
It's
The GameCube was 480p. Let's remember that. And now we're at
it's
720p.
let's go. Wait, is it seriously only 720?
I mean, it can do 1080 in the dock, but the
I
Switch
guess
screen is 720p. Always has been.
significantly. That's true. That's true.
So we can't
Um,
like come on guys. That's like the PS2 can do 1080i. So, I don't know. That's a little weak to be honest, but also I wouldn't be surprised if this was something that was done relatively quickly and they didn't want to waste the time optimizing it for that cuz they're like
which
the Switch is
feels
dying and we need something to put on it until the
it
Switch 2
feels
comes out.
very feels very anti-Nintendo if that's the choice, but it also kind of concerns me for Luigi's Mansion 2 because
No, Luigi's Mansion 2 will probably be 60. This, they didn't need it to be. Persona 5 was 30, even Royal.
Yeah, also like
It's an
30's not
RPG.
30's
bad. It's just
30's fine. It's fine. But
it's a weird
could we
downgrade.
really not get the GameCube game to
Running at
run at
60.
720p 60? Is it that hard? If it is, forgive my ignorance, but I don't think it is.
Like what is going on?
There
I
must
can
be something with their timing. Like they must have possibly they locked it in with frame rate.
Well, yeah, they
I
locked it to 30 because they couldn't that's typically why they
they
do
couldn't make
that.
60.
Yeah.
No, I
I
meant like with the timing of the attacks.
Yeah, but there's going to be um less frames to get in that A press to do the dodges or the blocks or the Bs for
Yeah, if anything
the return
you
attack.
would want more
Want more
frames.
frames, at least during the battles.
No, cuz that makes it
I don't want
Because
it
then
switching
that
back
would be
before.
yeah, cuz then when you leave
that's
the
true.
battle all of a sudden those break discs are going to show up.
True. I don't know. I the only area I could really think of that would be like technically a struggle with the number of things on screen would be Great Tree and
No,
Boggly Woods with the 100 punies. But even
Hooktails
that,
Castle when there's all the Koopas in
all
the
the but like these should not be. If the GameCube can do it, why can the Switch not?
It's a
That's
choice. It's not that it can't. It's that they chose.
Yeah, probably also means cheaper development and like I said, I'm
that
betting on that they wanted cheaper
they
development
wanted it as
cuz
cheap as possible
they're
because
devoting more resources to Switch 2.
they know people will buy this,
Yeah.
just like they knew people would buy the 3D All Stars for Sunshine and Galaxy. Because obviously they didn't care about
But
64
not
because they put it on
Galaxy
NSO.
2. Nobody wants Galaxy 2, obviously.
I really do still think that comes down to they already had Galaxy in HD because of the Nvidia thing in China.
Cheap bastards. Tokyo Disney is closing their Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters ride in October to make way for a Wreck-It Ralph retheme.
I I saw this the other day. It's also going to be a dark ride arcade shooter. Um, you know the end of Wreck-It Ralph where all the bugs are glitching and eating the game. That's what it's going to be about,
Mm.
which is interesting. And it's Tokyo Disney, so obviously they can throw a boatload of money at it and make it probably the best dark ride arcade shooter in the world if they wanted. I don't think they will, but I was like, oh, that's a game. We can include that.
Hatsune Miku is coming to Magic the Gathering. It's really sad that Cooper's not here to freak out about that.
It is really sad Cooper's not here. Watch, he'll get all the cards.
I mean, if it's like any of the other ones, I think it's just going to be $60 and you can get all of them in one pack. Or no, maybe not. When the Doctor Who ones released, I saw those. There was like 4 different sets at least, and I was like, oh, that's insanely expensive.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine trying to collect Magic the Gathering cards. That sounds
Especially
abysmal.
right now where they're doing a million crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine to do whatever.
True. Just don't.
I spend way too much money as it is. And lastly, Animal Crossing New Horizons Lego sets were announced for an August 1st release. The City Hall and Dodo Airport.
Yeah,
the
they're
air
including the case letter.
That'll be cool. Old but still interesting tidbit for the week. So, this is about the PSX. If you don't know what the PSX is, it's a PS2 that was released only in Japan. That was basically a DVR. That also had a full PS2 in it. It's like a different, like a more modern evolution of the Panasonic Q, but PlayStation replaced DVDs with DVR. It was notoriously unreliable. It sold like trash, discontinued shortly. But the controller that it came with is highly coveted because it has a really long cable. Kind of like how when Nintendo re-released the GameCube controllers, they gave them super long cables. That controller was like that from Sony, but back in the day.
When you actually wanted it super long in the first place.
Yeah, but only the one that came with the PSX. And it was most likely done because you had to plug the controller into the back of the unit, which is stupid because it was impossible to see. And it was like in an underhang, so that would you basically had to leave it plugged in all the time. Which I guess if you're using DVR, then it makes sense. But also, it came with a remote, so I don't know.
I want one.
I want one.
It's if you see a white PS2 controller with an abnormally long cable, buy it as long as it's not very expensive because that let's see what that goes for on eBay right now.
No, I meant the console. I want a PSX. It's so ugly. It's a box.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look that appealing, and also again they're unreliable.
Well, that's just all PS2s.
No, this one was like
It's worse.
yeah, like PS2s.
No.
PS2s are fine in reliability. They're not great, but like depending on the model you get, you can get like there's some that just still work today with no issues, and like obviously both my Slims burned the disk drive out. But this one was like extra bad.
This is a lot of things on the back of the console.
Yep.
2 cable ports, 2 AV ports. HDMI, I don't know what that is.
It was like
100 volts only. 230 volts will destroy PSX.
yeah, because it was made in Japan, dummy. What idiot in Europe was like, oh, this will work here.
I'm gonna plug this in.
Brand new official PSX DualShock 2 4-meter long cable, $154 from Japan.
I don't play PS2 that much.
Absolutely not. I
Like,
don't
it's
play,
cool, but
dude. I don't play any system enough to spend 150 on a controller.
Um, I do once, and that was when I bought my Elite controller, but that was for both when I played a lot of Xbox, and I also still use it to this day for PC stuff. So,
there's apparently at least 3
I would
color
never,
variations.
I would never buy a PS2 controller for $150. I can't. I'm trying to think of like what's something that I would have the potential to buy. So like what Nintendo controller would cost $154 that I would buy, and
The gold Wiimote that the
I'm
Queen owned. I mean, that
yeah,
would be
yeah,
worth
the
more than
24 karat gold
150.
Wiimote. Yeah,
That would be
sure.
worth more than 150, but
Not worth it. Doesn't have new Control Plus in it.
Yeah, but you could literally melt it down and make more money if you spent $150 on
Don't
it.
melt down the gold Wii. Uh, I don't know. They might if they release like a pro version of the controller, like an Elite.
the Club
It might.
Nintendo Wiimotes.
Well, yeah.
Club
Yeah.
Nintendo Luigi GameCube controller, maybe.
Yeah, the rarest one of those is the Wario one from when I looked.
Let's see, how much is? Oh, well, look at
More
that.
than you want to pay.
Club Nintendo Luigi GameCube controller, official tested, 145 from Japan.
Yeah, I'm
Mario
still
Pretty
not.
good,
I'm
90.
still not.
There's
How
a
much
Club
is
Nintendo.
how much is like the
Wait,
generic Club Nintendo one, like the white and blue one? Because if I was gonna get one, I would just get that because I already have so many controllers.
did you guys know there's a Club Nintendo Whitebird?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I
It
have
says
late to the
Club
party.
Nintendo on top of it.
Yeah. Europe apparently had a special box for it. This dude's selling
Yep.
it for $750. That's insane.
Like $7. Let's go buy it.
$7.
Dude, I'd snatch it right now if it was under 10. Club Nintendo not Waybird is 143. The student 3D printed a stand and is charging 110 for the Mario. Mario for 200. Mario for 80, 5% off. Cool.
Ooh, 5% off.
5%. This dude is selling the silver, orange, and then Mario, Luigi, and the Club Nintendo regular for $750.
The best deal I've heard so far.
Here's
You
just the
said like
orange.
7 controllers, right?
Hey, I found the Wario one. Do you want to guess how much this is?
$1,800.
2,000.
$25.70.
Damn.
Mario, Luigi, Wario, and the not Wayford Club Nintendo. I'm like, no.
If I win the letter, there will be signs because I will own these controllers.
You'll also own a Panasonic Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, $2,500. Bro, we're not talking games anymore. We're talking down payment for things. We're talking
Right, exactly.
like that's over 2 months of my rent, bro.
That's a month of not even a month after utilities, but that's twice and a half, 2.5 times what Chelsea and I paid to go on the Magic in January. Like, no.
Yikes.
If someone pays that, they deserve to be ripped off.
Anyway, so yeah, the PSX. On to the rumors. Nintendo Switch 2 is back in the rumor column. Let's go.
Let's go.
Quote, conservative hardware evolution. Features full backwards compatibility. It's going to have a 1080p screen. Will continue to support existing Joy-Cons and the Pro Controller. Still's got same HD rumble. The cartridge slot of the Switch 2 will support backwards compatibility with physical Switch game cartridges. However, the second generation cartridges may not be compatible with the first generation console, which when I was reading these rumors originally, the comments were like, so they're gonna do the 3DS shtick of adding the nub on the Switch 2,
Nub.
so it can't physically go in the old one.
But I will saw off the nub and it will work. That's not how that works.
The new
I
version
really
of
hope it is just the nub again, though.
that would be
so
funny.
Hilarious. It worked the first time.
The new version of Joy-Con have a larger volume, and the sliding rail structure has been changed to magnetic suction. The SL and SR buttons are metal. Magnetic suction is achieved through electromagnetic suction technology, controlled by electric current. It's worth noting that, in addition to the L, ZL, R, and ZR buttons on the sides of the Joy-Con controller, a third button has been added on both the left and right sides. Additionally, below the home button,
guys, let's go.
ZZ. Additionally, below the home button on the right Joy-Con, there is an additional function button.
It has been a long time since any of the big three have added extra buttons on their controllers.
Yeah, it
At
makes me
least
think.
it's not share.
Yeah. So, electromagnetic suction is stupid. It's electromagnetic. That's how magnetics. That's how that works. Magnets suck.
It does a pulse to lock it, and then it can do another pulse to
I feel like
an
that
electro current.
part is
So it
probably the
will.
least likely.
You will not be able to take it off while it's the pulse.
That doesn't seem likely. That's asking for trouble.
No, it'll be fine.
Also, I don't understand why we need to make this a powered thing now. Why am I wasting battery power on keeping the controllers attached?
When we already have a perfectly viable solution. It's called what we have now.
It's for little kids.
Slide.
Well, yeah. Here's the fix. Make that stupid thing out of metal instead of plastic, and then it won't snap off like that.
It won't be power though. It will just be like one pulse.
So it's not electromagnetic. It's just a relay.
Yeah.
Stupid. I should have known something as soon as I read electromagnetic suction.
Suck.
It's actually, they put a vacuum in the Switch too, so you turn it on, and it dies in like 6 seconds.
Let's go, finally.
I bet you could make a really good r/tomorrow post out of that.
Accurate.
The bottom of the Switch 2 will still feature a USB-C port for docking, and the new generation dock will undergo minor changes in appearance while enhancing performance, supporting 4K resolution. The new dock will feature a damping bracket on the back, allowing for a greater range of adjustable angles. The screen will be upgraded to 8 inches and support 1080p.
Wait, hold on. Why does the dock need to support...
But it will be LCD. According to every other leak. Like, this leak doesn't mention it.
Yeah,
every other leak says...
Yeah, every other leak has said LCD, not OLED. But why does the dock need a greater range of adjustable angles?
So I think they're not talking about the dock. I think they're talking about the back brace.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I read these rumors the first time, I didn't see that they mentioned the dock having adjustable angles. It was the thingy.
The back of the console.
The thingy.
This kickstand. I was going to say, because the dock having adjustable angles is stupid. I just want it to stand.
Bro, we just went over electromagnetic suction.
Right.
Nothing's off the table.
Vacuum.
You can angle the dock so that it faces you, so you can look at it That's
It's
it.
like the PS5. It's like the PS5. You can have it standing up, or you can have it standing over. You can do that with the regular console too, but this way, we've wasted your time and effort.
No, that if it's you've got it locked standing up, because I've had it locked standing up. It will not move.
Okay, but I don't have to lock the Switch right now to get it to stand up.
Yeah, but now you can tilt it at like angle. Like it's adjustable. You can
can't have the
You can
switch at
put it-
90-degree
45
angle.
degree angle. Let's go,
Cameron, you
boys.
can't have the switch parallel with the stand right now. So now you can push it over and it will still run.
This is stupid.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah. Are you on the same page now?
I was just trying to figure out why dock was written and not Kickstarter.
Actually, the stand is also electromagnetically suctioned to the dock,
That's what
so
they
you
put
can't
in.
even use
Look,
it.
they put Monopad, which is the company, put Doc in their English post. So I put Doc in the one for the podcast. But Reddit's pretty sure they mean kickstand.
It's
So
gotta be kickstand. That adjustable dock doesn't make any sense.
I really
I
hope
hope
it's an
it's
adjustable
adjustable
dock.
DOS
That'd be
with
so
a vacuum.
fucking
The
stupid.
vacuum Joy-Con. And I hope they re-release Breath of the Wild as a launch title.
Oh, Scott. The only difference is nub on cartridge.
Yeah.
Same graphics, same experience.
Still runs just as bad. No updates.
Excellent.
No updates.
Actually,
But you
no,
get
they
the-
specifically updated it to not take advantage of Switch 2 hardware.
But you do get the DLC this time. That's your one
Yeah.
saving grace. It's included.
Finally.
In all actuality, though, I mean, yeah, it checks out. It's just a
Sounds
another
about
Switch
right.
2 with 1080p LCD. And from what I've read about it, it's like basically a Samsung box. Like there's a large number of components sourced from Samsung on this thing. So
Yeah.
definitely looking out for an OLED version of this. That'll probably come out in
2 years.
3 years
after it releases.
Yeah. But,
Mad. OLED's pretty, so I'm kind of upset it's not OLED.
Yeah, OLED works so
How are
well,
they
especially
going
for
to-
portable stuff.
How are they going to charge you?
Everyone's
to buy
saying
the
this.
upgrade?
We're all gonna get it on launch, but we're all
It's gonna
mad.
be OLED.
No, it's not OLED.
No, what? Watch them surprise us.
That
Maybe
would
they'll
make
do a
every
dual
leaker
release.
wrong.
I'm
Yeah?
okay with every leaker being wrong if it means we have OLED.
If there's like $100 difference between an LCD version and a OLED version, I'd be fine with that.
I don't
That
know,
would
man.
get deal.
$100 just for OLED.
What do you think it would? What do you think the difference
50?
would be? Isn't it 100 right now?
No, it's
50.
50.
Oh, okay. I was basing it off what I thought it was.
No, dude, it better not
All
be
right,
$100.
$50 then.
I don't use it undocked enough to warrant paying
50.
an extra $100.
I mean,
for
I
OLED.
I do, and still 50 is like hard
math.
stop. Hard stop. $50. Yeah.
Whatever if they do sell an. Oh, I know where I got the 100 price from. I was thinking of PlayStation and Xbox's difference for disk drive.
Oh.
I was like, what? Yeah, okay, $50. Yeah, I would do it. I need them to actually release it. They won't. They'll release one version.
Microsoft wants to expedite the development of Fallout 5.
Yep, because the show's taking off like crazy. So they're like, oh, we got to get a game out. You should have had a game in production years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're gonna ruin it. Now we're gonna ruin it. This is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You're
Absolutely.
ruining it.
But it's you know how everyone's like, well, Nintendo's stupid because they should have had the All-Stars pack out so that Mario would, have a game out after the movie or while the movie's out. It's like there's still a gazillion Mario games out. And then Wonder released and a couple months after, or about 7 months after whatever the Mario movie released.
Yeah.
But like you can only expedite a game so quickly. If it's not already in development, um, what are you gonna do?
Also, Nintendo doesn't apply to typical rules because Super Mario Odyssey is still $60. That came out
True.
7 years ago. So
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is also still
It
$60.
it's because Nintendo believes the one thing the rest of the companies don't, I guess, which is no matter when you play it, the price doesn't go down. Which is the kind of why I think they sell well at that price.
Yeah,
Because
it
people
doesn't
know
matter.
that it's not going to drop.
It's not. Meanwhile, you have
Nintendo
Ubisoft.
lives on the we know you'll break before we do. We don't have to drop these prices.
That's fair. Meanwhile, Ubisoft said, "Uh, this game has Mario in it. We're gonna charge you $60 at launch." A month later, we're gonna
I
charge you
miss
$20.
shitty Nintendo that was performing poorly and they were really nice and giving away games for cheap as fuck. You could buy all like Nintendo Selects of
I
everything for $20. Those are the
It's
I
days.
miss
weird.
Nintendo Selects.
Every other console has Nintendo Selects except Switch, and if they aren't going to have anything till next year, right now is the perfect time to be
Yeah,
releasing.
there's a couple games I would probably pick up as Nintendo Selects. None of them are good games. If it was a good game that I wanted, I already bought it. But you know, the Mario sports games, I wouldn't mind spending like $20 or so on that.
Yeah, you think.
Like, it's not. I wonder if it's just because they're like, well, we can get the money through the digital store, and that's money, directly to us with zero other costs. And it's like, but does that matter though? I'm not spending $60 on Mario Tennis Aces.
Well,
Hey,
Selects right now, I think it would be like Breath of the Wild, probably not, but super because of the just Tears of the Kingdom coming out. But like
hmm,
Odyssey would probably get a Selects version, things like that.
I don't know if Odyssey would. Not if they're still making 60 off of it, but they're
Why that just blows my mind. They can't be selling
there's
that many copies these days, right?
I don't
Everybody's a
at
new player every time they
post
pick it up.
Mario
Look at
movie.
Mario Kart.
That's also true. Post Mario movie, I feel like the Mario games are kind of untouchable, except for the sports games and Mario Kart. But Mario Kart doesn't count. That's a 10-year-old game and it's sold 60 million copies. So
We were in high school when it released, and we played every iteration of it.
we played
By
every
that,
single
I
update,
mean, yeah, every update.
every single update.
So,
Uh,
Absolutely disgusting.
yeah.
new Mario
I need a
Kart.
new Mario. I need a new proper Mario Kart. I don't want Tour. I don't want Mario Kart
That's what I want the
Live
launch
Circuit.
title. That's what I need the launch title for Switch 2 to be.
New Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Brand new.
I don't think I want another Mario Kart ever again.
Grant's just done with 200cc and everyone said to play it again.
Yeah, Nintendo's
If they
like,
don't
no,
release
you're
a
gonna play more
new
Mario Kart and you're gonna like it.
if they don't release a new Mario Kart, I don't have to play 200cc ever again.
Well,
Exactly.
watch. They'll release a new Mario Kart, and then 200cc will be added later on. Is what I think will happen.
And then
No, it better be in
250cc.
at launch. 250cc. We're going to give you F-Zero and you're not going to like it. These courses are not designed to go this fast. Fuck you.
Let's see. Kingdom Hearts 4 is apparently releasing in 2025, and also an
I like the
adaptation.
rumors that
Or no, you go ahead.
I like the rumors that say it's releasing this year, not next year.
Oh, of
Let's
course
go
you.
back
The
to
game.
the
We've had so much info about it, guys. It's definitely releasing this year, just like the Switch 2.
one trailer.
One trailer, like 2 years ago.
Also, an adaptation of Kingdom Hearts is reportedly in the works. Unclear if it's a film series or a TV series.
If it's a live action thing, it's going to be trash. Please do not be live action.
Please do not be live action.
And lastly, PlayStation Studios XDev are teasing something related to Returnal. Is Returnal
yeah.
gonna get new content? That game was not really that successful, from what I recall. I mean, it was fine, but XDev, who has worked on Rise of the Ronin and Stellar Blade on top of Returnal, have come out with the same post as Housemarque, but in video format this time around. This could be for an anniversary celebration in the form of a new comic run. A PlayStation showcase might also be happening in May. So
Great.
I guess we'll need to keep an eye out for potential Returnal content. Okay, so finishing topic. Thoughts on the something we put in our chat a little bit ago, the top 15 studios based on their last 3 Metacritic scores, like their last 3 games released Metacritic scores. For the listeners, we go from the top of the list, number 1 at Nintendo EPD 8 with an average score of 95.7, to number 15 at Capcom Division 1 with an average score of 87.7. Basically, everybody on here checks out. I think that Playground Games is a hack because literally it's Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5. But also, if it works,
Fix it, I guess.
Yeah.
It is. They are the only one on here that I'm like, that did not really change. And I mean, yeah.
It's for Nintendo. 1, 2,
Wait, where's the
3 Sony.
Retro
4
Studios.
Oh,
Sony?
Retro. I didn't see
Retro, yeah. Insomniac, Santa Monica, Naughty Dog. And Forza is Sony, right? So 4 Sony.
Who's Sony?
Forza?
No, that's Xbox. It's Microsoft.
That's Xbox? Okay. So it's 4 Nintendo, 3 Sony, 1 Xbox?
Yeah, 1 Microsoft. Playground Games only does that.
Yeah. Because, yeah, they don't own... They would love to own GTA Maker. They do not
Yeah,
own
they would
GTA
love to own
Maker.
Rockstar.
Thank you. Rockstar was the other thing. And then Capcom's on here twice. Arcane's on here. And FromSoft is on here. And Larian. That's it. That's all the different things. It's about right, I would say.
It's very satisfying to see the Mario team and the Zelda team in the 1 and 2 spots respectively. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Well deserving.
I like seeing that Pikmin 4 made the board.
Yep.
It is so weird seeing Rockstar on here. And I mean, this also goes to Nintendo EPD8, right? Where they're both on the board, but they don't have a game in the last 5 years.
That one hurt. I saw a Link Between Worlds on there, and it says 2013.
Pain.
Which I know in my soul is correct, but
Lauren Studios for Baldur's only got the number 4 spot because of Baldur's Gate. I don't know, how much it raised it. But that 87 is absolutely balancing out the 96.
Yep. I hate that I don't really hate it, but I'm more surprised that the Capcom division in charge of that does Monster Hunter is doing better than the Resident Evil guys as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't realize Resident Evil Village only got an 84. I love that game.
That is kind of insane. I don't feel like I ever see anything bad about 8. If you told me, like 6, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because 8 was one of the returns to form, right?
No, 7's the definitive return to form, and then
8 just didn't fuck it up.
A lot of people's problems with 8 are more like, man, Lydia Dimitrescu is all over every single trailer, and she's in the game for like an hour.
Well, yeah, because you schmucks were too stupid to realize that they were using the big booba lady as the marketing one. I mean, like, you shouldn't buy a game because there's a lady with big boobs. That's on you.
Horny freaks.
Yeah. Buy it because you
That's
like
the big-
Resident Evil survival horror. Don't buy it because of the big booba lady, retards. What are we doing
Dude.
here?
Santa Monica and Nintendo EPD 10, who did Wonder, Pikmin 4, and Mario Maker 2, is insane. Like a 0.3 difference.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like between like spot to spot, the differences doesn't really
minuscule.
matter. Yeah.
I mean, 3 of them all have 90s. Capcom Division 2, Naughty Dog, and FromSoft.
Yeah, true.
Like, and as far as I'm concerned, of those 3, since FromSoft has the lowest, well, I didn't say Uncharted got an 84, but Capcom Division 2 should probably be the one listed first of those 3, considering they have the highest 3 scores.
Yeah, that's probably how I would have listed it, but this is how this goes.
I mean, like looking, closer at it, I guess they're ranking FromSoft first because they have a 95, but they also have the lowest.
Yeah,
score, and it's the
it looks
most
like they
recent.
ranked it by what game like did. What was your highest single score?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man, Santa Monica got trashed by 2013 God of War. They had 294s.
Right?
Also, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze at an 83. Who do you think you are? Excuse me? That's an insult.
Gross. Wait, hold on. Okay. All that everything we just looked at with the 90 scores doesn't work for the 88s. Because Metroid Prime
Prime should
Remastered
be
has the
above it.
highest score.
Oh yeah.
Whoever made it wasn't consistent with their making.
No, they were not.
Or the number wasn't exactly 90, but it wasn't like a full tenth, it was 100th
Oh yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and that's how they based it.
Also, it's cool how Playground Games didn't have a single gold level Metacritic, so like 95 or higher. But they beat out FromSoft, who is the lowest team with a gold level game.
That's true.
85 on Armored
Man, Mario
Core
3D
6.
World was 2 points away from having EPD8 be a triple gold.
Pain, dude.
That's unfortunate.
Especially for a Wii U game. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
that I mean, obviously, a reviewer score is not going to help the Wii U, but
I want to fight
it
some
would have been
reviewers.
cool.
What is this 91 on A Link
Zelda.
Between Worlds?
That's like your favorite one.
I love A Link Between Worlds. Why is it?
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I'll fight too. The DKC Tropical Freeze is gonna make me lose sleep.
True. Those two are
Also
very weird. You
Returns.
think they'd be? I don't get this.
I can at least I don't know if I understand the 85 for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Some of these are whack.
No, Cameron, they played the Make Your Sound game in Miles Morales.
Oh, fair. That's actually fair. This 87 on Pikmin 4 is a disgrace.
Yeah.
Also,
This is why we can't be critics. We're too biased. So is every other critic,
super,
though.
but we are super biased. EPD 10, dude, they're kind of carrying Nintendo right now. What happened to 8? They've just disappeared.
8's on break. I think one of the Reddit comments mentioned that Monolith Soft was like very close to being like 16. Which makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to end the episode for us here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter, All Night Gamers with a K. What do you think about all these Switch 2 rumors? What's real, what's not? Are you upset about the Steam policy update? Are you one of those weirdos that pays extra money to play the game 72 hours early? Let us know. We'll be nice. And yeah, we'll be back next week probably for more gaming stuff and the usual. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.